Yo, what up? My name is Don, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the lyrics of Eminem's Houdini, a song that just came out yesterday and that we reacted to yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch that one. The song is his first debut off his 12th studio album, which yesterday I said was called Houdini, but it's actually called The Death of Slim Shady, Coupe de Grace. So without further ado, let's hop right into it, into this lyrical deep dive of Eminem's Houdini. All right, so just like I've done previously, I'm going to let some of the lyrics play and then get right into it. So let's get it.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on your own.
All right, we got to stop it right there. This is the voice of Paul Rosenberg, which is Eminem's manager. I have the Genius lyrics here up on my screen. So the beginning is this is resembles some of the skits, the Paul Rosenberg skits that have been done on other Eminem albums and or songs. I haven't heard every single Eminem song. It's he was big in my upbringing. Of course, I listened to him a lot growing up. I think a lot of people did around my age. I'm 36. But I definitely haven't kept up with all his albums and all his songs. So I can't say I'm the biggest, Eminem's number one fan or anything. Eminem's number one fan, right? So, um, anyways, the earliest example of one of these skits is from 1999's The Slim Shady LP. The latest is from Kamikaze in 2018, though they appear in Encore, Relapse, the Marshall Mathers LP, and The Eminem Show as well. In all of the skits, Paul Rosenberg, Eminem's manager, would complain about the material in the album and advise Eminem to change the content every single time. So that's why I said previously in yesterday's reaction, like it's funny that Eminem's still talking shit to Paul Rosenberg. It's just funny because it's skit, it's all for fun, but it's absolutely awesome. So let's get right into the first little chorus section, which is a big throwback to the original Without Me, which is such an awesome song. So let's get it. Back again. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who's got a problem? Check this out.
The fuck?
The fuck is this shit?
Get your ass down here.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Okay. Now, before it gets into it, basically he interpolates the second refrain of one of his most iconic tracks, "Without Me," from his 2002 album, The Eminem Show. So, guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend, right? He kind of just changes it up and makes it match this beat. And honestly, like, it's funny that I have like goosebumps already. I'm not sure you guys can see that, but I have a little bit of goosebumps already just because like the song is such a nostalgia hit and it's presented in such a fun package that it just lights you up. It makes everybody smile. All the reactions I've seen, everybody's dancing and grooving and having a good time. So, absolutely love it. I really like that he started this song out with that, and it immediately put a huge smile on my face. It said Eminem. Just a bit of added context. The Genius lyric, the annotation here says that Eminem similarly used this rhythm in his 2000 track "I'm Back." So let's get into verse one. Here we go.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the flex perks and a Bud Light shirt.
Okay. He's gonna say like a ton of words before I can even get to it. So I want to get this. We're gonna do this in two halves. I maybe paused it a little bit early, but that's okay. So he starts out, "Well, look what the stork brung, what little baby devil with the forked tongue," and he shows that in the music video, right? It's like this like weird, decrepit little devilish looking thing. So the annotation starts out, "For centuries, the folklore of storks delivering babies was used to explain the birth to kids. Eminem has given himself devilish descriptions before calling himself Satan's spawn in his 2004 track Evil Deeds." Mary, and in that track it says, "Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb, and Debbie had a Satan spawn, Satan spawn." Um, Much like how the devil's tongue is typically forked, it may be a metaphor for the two personas which he embodies, Eminem and Slim Shady. So again, Debbie had a Satan spawn, Satan spawn. I can't remember what is his mom's name, but if it's Deborah or Debbie, that explains that. I did watch 8 Mile, and again, I grew up with Eminem, so I kind of have lived that whole era of uh, Eminem's life being very public at a certain point. But I can't remember; it's going so far back. but just for knowledge sake, it's wicked to know that. It's really cool to know that. So again, this duality, the duality between Eminem and Slim Shady, is reinforced in the music video as well as several promotional videos leading up to the release of the death of Slim Shady. So, next line is, and it's sticking out, the forked tongue, and it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. He goes, blat, with a forehead that it grew horns from, still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the Cypher with a Vicks Perks and a Bud Light shirt. Okay, all these four lines here, and it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. This is a reference to Eminem's own lyrics from the Busta Rhymes track "Calm Down" featuring Eminem. Maybe to take him back into time, Shady, I stuck out like a sore thumb, so I gave him the finger. The lyric "Take him back into time," Eminem is often referred to as M, could be a reference to the return of Slim Shady in his 2000s era. So next line, Bled with a forehead that it grew horns from. The public have often made the comparison between Eminem and the devil, an analogy which he embraces. In his 2013 track Rhyme or Reason, M plays into the image which he rapped, hip hop is the devil's music. Does that mean it belongs to me? Because I just happen to be a white honky devil with two horns. In some promotional material, such as the cover for Curtain Call 2 in 2023, which he poses with devil horns. Next line, still a white jerk, pulling up in a Chrysler to the Cypher with the Vicks Perks and a Bud Light shirt. Before fame, Eminem would often attend ciphers. I don't know what a cipher is. Some sort of meeting or something. I don't know what a cipher is. But ciphers, trying to win any money to help put food on the table. Ciphers. Are we rolling dice or something in the alley? Like, what are we doing? What's a cipher? Anyways, in these bars, he's essentially. I mean, I've watched 8 Mile. Is it something in 8 Mile? Because I mean, like, anyways, in these bars, he's essentially saying that under all his fame, he is still the normal white guy that would show up to ciphers. The depiction of Slim Shady, Eminem does here ties to his old song "Under the Influence," where he also described Slim Shady. I'm like a mummy at night, fighting with bright lightning, frightened with 5 little white Vicodin pills biting him. Also, his old self is not aware of the controversy surrounding Bud Light after the company featured Dylan Mulvaney, a transgender woman, in its ads. This led to a boycott. So even Bud Light, a beer brand, is now a politically thorny issue. Um, so I think this is where we paused, right? We'll let it go till the end, and then we will. I think we will at least. Maybe I'll break it into 3 parts.
Lyrical technician and electrician, y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend, it's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there because I know the next line is a little bit heated. It's been getting a lot of attention. So, lyrical technician and electrician, y'all light work. Love it. I absolutely love it. Uh, so there is a proposed suggestion. It says that in big capital letters before this annotation. This annotation is unreviewed. It says, and it's only had one contributor. So let's take this with a grain of salt. But it says. Uh, and I quote, lyrical technician and electrician, y'all light work. Okay, that's the line. Eminem cleverly compares himself to an electrician, employing a triple entendre on the term light work. Eminem likens himself to an electrician, suggesting that he's skilled and precise in his craft, much like how an electrician expertly handles electrical work. He plays on the literal meaning of light work in the context of electrical work. After an electrician performs their job, the lights in the house work again. Eminem extends this idea to imply that just as an electrician fixes broken lights, he is capable of fixing or handling other artists, such as they are light work compared to him. Yeah, I love it. Finally, light work is a colloquial term used to describe tasks or challenges that are easy or straightforward. And this is the third part of the entendre, right? By referring to other artists as light work, Eminem subtly asserts his superiority and dominance in the rap game, implying that he effortlessly outshines his competitors. This triple entendre showcases Eminem's skillful wordplay and ability to layer multiple meanings within a single line, adding depth and complexity to his lyrics. It highlights his confidence in his abilities as a rapper while also subtly asserting his dominance in the industry. I think those things are pretty. I mean, I personally think that the triple entendre here is obvious. Like lyrical technician, obviously attributing to skill, electrician, and then the light work thing. Awesome. Anyways, next line, and I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. Woo! Another instance of Eminem's trademark references and double entendre. This could be taken multiple ways. Without a preceding comma, The clause "I make believe" would refer to Eminem making others believe the things he says. He is stating that he doesn't have to pretend that he makes the listener believe in his statements and his exceptional rapping ability, referenced in the previous line, because he is genuinely convincing and impressive. With a preceding comma, the clause would be declaring why, quote unquote, "I don't gotta play pretend," because instead, Eminem engages in, quote unquote, "make believe," a colloquial phrase synonymous with playing pretend. The invoking of play pretend and make believe could also be a reference to the magician theme of the song. The line could also be serving as a reference to past work such as Believe from Revival in 2017, which includes the lyric, "Do you still believe?" The next couple lines are, "And you know, I'm here to stay because me, if I was ever to take a leave," which is a pill, but it's spelt like leave as in leave a room, like A, letter A, and then Leave. So, anyways, if I was ever to take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feeve. So, anyways, Eminem has always assured his fans that he has no intention of quitting, rapping this on his 2023 track Doomsday Part 2. Words come together like birds of a feather. What? Till I need a walker like Herschel. Having said that, taking, quote unquote, a leave, not the pill, is a homonym of taking a leave, the pill, a name brand pain reliever for fevers such as aspirin. This ties into the next line, as fever is okay. So here's the Megan the Stallions line that a lot of people are a little bit, some people are heated about, um, because she went through, I believe, if I followed it closely enough, because I don't really pay attention to the drama that closely. This is the drama of life, the drama in general, right? The drama of the music industry, whatever, however you want to frame it. But I'm pretty sure it was Megan the Stallion and Tory Lane shooting thing happened, and Tory Lane's in jail now, and so some people are saying that, like I was seeing on Twitter yesterday, some people are saying that, like, why is Eminem taking shots at, Megan the Stallion? But anyways, I'm just gonna read the line here, right? The end annotation of this part is, this ties into the next line, as Fever is Megan the Stallion's debut mixtape from 2019. So it would be that the line in the song is, it would be aspirin to break a fever. And then the next part, I'm gonna let the song play.
Be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like Abra.
Okay. And then it goes into the chorus, which is so much fun. So, starting with the one line of the previous section, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan the Stallion if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra, right? So this whole Megan the Stallion line has a bit to it. 10 contributors here. Megan, everybody's checking each other's homework. Megan Thee Stallions is a popular female rapper who, in 2022, accused fellow hip hop artist, so here it is, Tory Lanez, of shooting at her feet while shouting, "Dance, bitch, dance," on July 12th, 2020. This case was taken. The case was taken to court, where in December 2022, Tory was found guilty and is now serving time in prison for assault for up to 22 years. M references that he would be unlikely to get a feature from Megan while referencing her shooting incident. Um, because that's the double entendre line. So let me just read the rest of this. While referencing shooting at her feet, or her shooting incident, using a double entendre for shot at her feet and shot at a feet, an abbreviation of feature. Previously, on his 2021 track Killer Remix, Eminem interpolated a popular hook off Megan's 2020 hit song Body. Chain Gotti probably got more body oddies than John Doe. I guess it just echoes John Doe. Conversely, Megan shouted M out in her 2021 feature on Lil Nas X's Dollar Sign Slime, where she calls out M's 2000 single, The Real Slim Shady. Baby, and what she says apparently is, "Baby, all these hoes imitate me. You could fuck a Stan or the real Slim Shady, the real Slim Shady." Okay. So some people are mad about that line. I don't know what to say about that one, but I'm just here to kind of get into the song. So we got into the chorus, which is so much fun, and here it is. From my last trick.
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
Abracadabra.
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Okay. Um, by the way, this is when Eminem and Dr. Dre are in the Lamborghini, kind of like fighting at each other. Like, just absolutely hilarious. It's having a best buddy is like the greatest thing, you know. Having a best buddy through life. I'm so happy. Like, you know, it feels like there are times in life. There can be times in life where you feel like you don't have a best friend, or it feels like your best friend was just a long time ago. That relationship was just a long time ago, but having a best friend, if you have a best friend, really cherish them, value them. It's the greatest thing ever, because you never know when that friendship might come to an end, and it's just really wholesome to see the friendship between Eminem and Dr. Dre through this music video, which is once again a giant nostalgia hit back to the early 2000s or late 1990s song "Without Me," whenever it came out. I can't remember. Um, we did say it earlier on in this song, but I can't remember. So, anyways, this is getting into verse two now, and verse two is a little bit longer, and we're gonna have to cut this up into a couple different sections. But let's get it. The laugh, eh?
Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping. Taste of opiates, case of OE turned me into smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy.
Okay, absolutely hilarious. Man, my face hurts from smiling. So back in the days of old me, when right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping, taste of opiates, case of OE. So in the song, Emma's taking us far back to when he was addicted to drugs, which led him to being much more carefree and allowed him to not give a fuck about what people thought of his lyrics. He is essentially claiming that he will return to this style of thinking and will say what he wants to say rather than toning it down. M also implements another possible double entendre with the term dope fiend, meaning one who smokes a ton of weed, and also being a fiend that is dope. And then the end part, taste of opiates, case of OE. This is likely referring to a case of Old English malt liquor. It could also refer to Eminem's case of overeating, which he did to compensate for persistent stomach pains caused by the opiates he was taking. So, turn me into a smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate. Uh, and that's how he ends that line. My shit may not be age appropriate. And then he ends that word, but starts the next line with eight, which would end the previous, like appropriate, like, you know what I mean? Anyways, the third line starts with eight, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. So, turn me into a smiley face emoji. With when Eminem was on drugs, especially in the latter parts of his addiction, he was seemingly always happy and joking around. Many videos on YouTube compiled clips, such as this one, of this behavior, um, such as this one, and there was a link to it, but I'm not going to click it. But you guys can click it. In the music video, he also suggests that his addiction turned him into some kind of asshole back then, as seen by the smiley face emoji on his just above his a-hole in this video in Houdini. Also, M's drug addiction led him to gaining a lot of weight, which made his cheeks puff and his face round, like the smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. So, M has criticized younger generations after receiving backlash on TikTok and other platforms for his sometimes violent and politically incorrect lyrics. Much of this backlash came from younger listeners in their teens and 20s. In March 2021, M posted a lyric video for his song Tone Deaf and quoted the song's chorus in a Facebook post sharing the video. I won't even step when my hair turns gray. I'm tone deaf. Or, sorry, I won't stop even when my hair turns gray. I'm tone deaf because they won't stop until they cancel me. This was interpreted by many as a response to the then recent viral TikTok backlash. In his 2023 track with Easy Mill, Realist, he raps, Gen Zers acting like rap experts, zip up your gaps and close your mouths. Bitch, you ain't been on this planet long enough to tell me how rap's supposed to sound. The concept of a participation trophy given to a child for merely participating in an activity such as a sport instead of for an achievement is often used by older generations to mock the perceived soft and coddled way that millennials and Gen Z were raised. What's wrong with millennials? Bro, cue 50 Cent clip. Bro, why F me? What F 50, F Floyd? What you say about F me? What did I do? 36, what did I do? So, let's get into the next bit.
Participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like
Okay. So, because I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts that censorship bureaus out. With what Eminem is about to say, the world will once again be against him, trying to shut him down and censor what he says. This was very prevalent in the 2000s when he made songs such as Kim. I remember that one. He's insinuating that the world was not ready for that. The world nowadays would not be able to handle something like Kim. If we're going there, ooh baby, I'm telling y'all not ready. Them youngins aren't ready. No, no comment. Anyways, um, so he's insinuating that he's gonna get canceled or censored for his lyrics in the next album. Woo. Anyways, that censorship bureau's out to shut me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. So Eminem is talking about when he started this, he was not against anyone, but now he has a reason to be. It started off light-hearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Here, Eminem is clapping back at the censorship bureau that attempts to cancel him because of his explicit lyrics. This, coupled with the bar right before this, that censorship bureau's out to shut me down when I started this verse, is reminiscent of when on "Without Me," the lead single for his 2002 album, The Eminem Show, he raps, "So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me." Okay, sorry. Eminem's lyrics have made him the target of a lot of government and public scrutiny for essentially his entire career, and he's fed up. Let's go, boy. Um, and I think this is where we press play.
I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm white chalk, and when I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again.
I love it. So I'm gonna continue, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. As of 2023, Eminem is the best-selling hip hop artist of all time and the 10th best-selling artist overall, being the only rapper in the top 25 best-selling acts. At the time of Houdini's release, his net worth was estimated to be an astounding $250 million. In M's own words, his numbers are quite mind-boggling compared to his peers in hip hop. Um, Going on, yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been light jogging, and I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. And I'm the fight y'all getting. Okay, yeah, this shit is just like y'all have been light jogging, and Eminem is saying that everyone else have not been putting effort into the raps and subsequently have slowed down while he has always been known as one of the greatest and most successful rappers of all time. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin, and I'm the fight y'all getting. That's hilarious. I'm ahead like my noggin can also be heard as I'm a head, not a head as in front of somebody. It's weird because I have to explain how I'm reading these things, obviously, because you guys can't see how, you know what I mean? A head, like a head, a single head, or a head of somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I have to like explain exactly how I'm saying it. Um, Anyways, I'm ahead, as in ahead of somebody. Like my noggin can also be heard as I'm ahead, which noggin is a synonym of, also referencing how Eminem is ahead of all other musical artists. I'm the fight y'all gettin' is the next line that he uses to tie up the I'm ahead like my noggin and I'm the fight y'all gettin'. At the crime scene, outlining a deceased body with chalk was the traditional way. Oh, I guess I should read the rest of this line. Okay, so I'm the fight y'all gettin' when you debate who the best, but ops I'm white chalkin' when I step up to the mic, cock it, and then. So, at the scene of a crime, outlining a deceased body with chalk was the traditional way of preserving evidence. Eminem has used the metaphor of a microphone as a gun to kill his opposition. I've always thought that word just sounds just stupid as hell. I cringe. But anyways, um, and also, I'm just gonna add this part on. Also, I've always thought it to be opponents, which opposition opponents, same thing, right? OPP they both start the same way, right? But I still think it's dumb. Like, what's wrong with the word enemy? That's my enemy. What you can't? Are we tired of the word enemy now? The hell, I want to say a longer word for enemy. It's literally 3 syllables. Done with it. Opposition. 4 syllables. What the? No, I could go with opponent. That's three, right? Opposition. Okay. So, anyways, um, so Eminem has used the metaphor of a microphone as a gun, a shooty bang, to kill his opposition many times before rapping this on his 2020 track "Lock It Up." A mic in my hand's a weapon. What I put it on, I put that on everything like ranch, and I'll never land. And then, so after that whole line, I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but ops, I'm white chalk. And when I step up to the mic, cock it, then, and then somebody else in the song says, "Oh my God, it's him, not again." Right? Treating the fans to more callbacks. This serves a reference to his 1990 track "As the World Turns" from the Slim Shady LP. I said it wasn't me. I got a twin. Oh my God, it's you, not again. Ah. So, just like hearing that line is a throwback. And then we go back into the chorus. So much fun. Good damn, bro. From electric. In the video, he's like climbing up the side of the tree. I love the humor in this song, in this video. It's so much fun. So much fun, dude. From electric.
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
Good damn, bro.
Just like that, and I'm back, bro.
Okay, now this is in the video where they're on the bridge, and it's like current day Eminem in his like rap boy outfit versus like Slim Shady in his white white shirt, and we're coming up to the bridge here.
Abracadabra. I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Abracadabra. Just like that, and I'm back, bro. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say.
There it is.
If he could see the way shit is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
Okay, so the bridge was sometimes I wonder what the old me'd say if, and then the Slim Shady, right? His alter ego goes, if what? He go Eminem, current Eminem is like, if he could see the way shit is today. Slim Shady goes, look at this shit, man. Current Eminem goes, he'd probably say that everything is gay. And actually, current Eminem says, like happy, like trying to lighten the tone of and not be so offensive with it, right? And he ends it off with "What's my name? What's my name?" Which again is just a bit of a throwback, which awesome. So this line is this whole little bridge section is a lot of fun. I think it's funny. Here's what the annotation says. The term gay has two different meanings. While it's mostly associated with the LGBTQIA, most often the male loving male part. In older times, it was used commonly as a synonym for happiness. Eminem has a long history of accused homophobia throughout his career, stating as early as his frequent usage of homophobic slurs throughout his music, especially the term faggot, which appeared a lot in his early music, particularly the Marshall Mathers LP. Perhaps Eminem's biggest defender in terms of homophobia is Elton John, one of the most iconic piano players of all time, who M collaborated with on a live performance of Stan in 2001. M gifted John and his husband a Jimmy ring for his schlemblem, for his schlop flop, you know what I mean, for his flick stick, you know what I'm saying, for yeah, you know what I'm saying, for his woodle noodle, you know. He bought him a ring for it. Him and his husband. Great, wonderful present. As a wedding present. That's just so thoughtful. Thanks, Eminem. And Elton's defended him often since. Must have been a really good ring, man. Wow. Woo. Okay. So, the last part, like happy. What's my name? What's my name? A reference to the chorus of Eminem's 1999 breakout single, "My Name Is." What? My name is, huh? My name is Chicky Chicky Slim Shady. Okay, where he introduces himself to the world of Slim Shady. Similar to this interpolation of "Without Me" in Houdini's intro, M calls back to other iconic songs where he raps to Slim Shady to make it clear that Slim is back once again. Love it. We're going into verse 3 now. Verse 3 is going to take like probably like maybe 3, maybe 4 sections, and then out to the outro. So this is verse 3. Let's get into it. We are playing the music video, so it's,
How many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger prick than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the Black Guy Peas. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory.
Okay, we'll stop it there because I know exactly what the next line's getting into, and it's a bit of a heater, like most of the stuff Slim Shady wants to say. So, verse 3, Eminem. So many little kids still want to act like me. Sorry, so how many little kids still want to act like me? This is a callback to the last 4 bars of M's second verse from 2000's The Real Slim Shady. And there's a million of us just like me, who cuss like me, who just don't give a fuck like me, who dress like me, walk, talk, and act like me, and it just might be the next best thing, but not quite me. On the song, I got goosebumps, man. I remember how important and yeah, look at these goosebumps. I remember how important and iconic Eminem was to me growing up, and honestly, bands like him and Linkin Park and just a lot of bands growing up were um it's just real emotional outlets. They really it was easy to identify with them and a lot of the frustrations they had through certain songs that they had, and it was these artists, Linkin Park, Eminem, even though they're completely different genres, they really helped a lot of us get through our own personal struggles. And for that, we thank them so much. So this song is like more than just a fun little song for a lot of us. I think there's a large swath of us people that grew up with Eminem that are gonna really latch onto this whole album. We can't wait, dude. Um, so on the song, Eminem was pointing out just how many rappers were quick to become Eminem clones, stealing countless parts of his character for their own benefit. More than 20 years later, he now asks how many people would still want to replicate him, perhaps if it meant spitting Slim Shady's controversial bars or if it meant going through any of the hardships from his lengthy career. It's also possible that this is a nod to the following bars on 1999's My Name Is, as it was a notable time where Eminem harnessed a bad role model specifically for children. Quote unquote, hi kids, do you like violence? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids. Uh-huh. Want to copy me and do exactly like I did? Yeah, yeah. I remember. Hi, my name is yeah. Okay, so anyways, next line. I'm a bigger prick than cacti bee. Cacti is the plural form of cactus, a plant prickly in nature, being covered in thorns. Of course, we all know that. Eminem used the metaphor to admit to being a prick, slang for an unpleasant person himself. And that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop leaning back my seat. So, first, the attack by bees line. Eminem is saying that the topics he discusses in his music are often hurtful or offensive to those who listen, similar to how it hurts being stung by a bee. Eminem has been the talk of many controversies throughout his career, often being criticized for his insensitive lyrics, tendency to attack aspects of popular culture that annoy him, and his quick to fight temper when engaging in public beefs. In the coupe, leaning back my seat, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the Black Guy Peas. Oh my god. so I okay. R. Kelly is a popular R&B artist from the 1990s and early 2000s, known for his hits such as "I Believe I Can Fly" and writing credits on songs such as Michael Jackson's "You Are Not Alone." Kelly has a long history of sexual misconduct involved crimes. Throughout his best known case occurred, though his best known case occurred in 2002, where he was indicted by court from a circulating video where the then 30-year-old peed on and sexually assaulted a then 14-year-old girl. The given evidence failed to convince the court, though, and Kelly was found not guilty on all counts in 2008. Eminem, that's a 6-year case. Wow. Eminem employs a reference to him in a double entendre that calls out to the Black Eyed Peas, a hip hop pop group best known for hits like My Humps and Where's the Love, whose name is used to sound like Black Guy Peas, what R. Kelly was doing. Further bringing up R. Kelly's 2002 case, Eminem has fired shots at R. Kelly in the past, most recently being in his 2020 track These Demons. R. Kelly's sex tape, ICP. Look, Jesus. Um, Anyways, bumping R. Kelly's favorite group, the Black Eyed Peas, in my Air Max 90s. White tees walking parental advisory. M invokes the image of Slim Shady that has remained recognizable to the general public since his 1999 debut wearing those exact clothes and swearing profusely. uh, my okay. This is the next line. Let it play.
Changing the cat Siamese
Okay,
identifies as black, but
hold on. Hold on. I'm going to put it back just a bit.
walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black, but acts Chinese. Like a motherfucking hacky sack, I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. But fuck that, if I think that shit, I'm a
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna put it back just a second. The next bit is where are we? Sorry, I'll let it play for a second.
cat. If I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit. Snake ass prick, you male cross dresser, fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that. But you can all suck my dick, in fact.
Okay, so it starts out, my transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Oh boy. Okay, so this lyric is seemingly inspired by a bit from Dave Chappelle's 2019 Sticks and Stones stand-up special. Eminem is a known Chappelle fan. The premise of Chappelle's joke is that the transgender community is deciding what they identify as, even if it conflicts with their predetermined biology. He absurdities the situation by posing the hypothetical: what if he, a black man, was transracial and identified as Chinese? For context, the transracial community consists of people who identify as races that differ from their biological ones. I didn't I even know that was a thing. Okay. Siamese cats are one of the first distinctly recognized breeds of Asian cat, originating from Thailand. Sorry, how do I say Thai? Thailand. They typically have black or darker points, including their faces, ears, legs, and tails. Notably, Thailand has a rich transgender people history. During his recording career, Eminem, particularly through the lens of his Slim Shady alter ego, utilized evocative lyrics about the LGBTQ community at the height of his early 2000s dominance. Eminem frequently used the F slur as an insult, but repeatedly stated that he didn't associate the term with the LGBTQ community. Perhaps his most infamous lyric concerning said community came on his 2000 track Criminal, where he wrote, "My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge that'll stab you in the head, whether you're a well, okay, so the line says, "My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge that'll stab you in the head, whether you're a fag or a les or a homosex, hermaph or a trans, a vest, pants or dress, hate fags. The answer is yes. Homophobic, nah. You're just heterophobic. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, don't come at me in my comments. Anyways, next line is like a motherfucking hacky sack. I treat the whole world because I got it at my feet. We just need it to load real quick, and we can continue. Because I got it at my feet. The game of hacky sack involves kicking a ball or a sack. It's a kind of a bead filled sack repeatedly as to avoid it hitting the ground. So playing hacky sack with the world would literally have it at his feet, an expression signifying extreme success. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? Slim Shady is known for his provocative lyrics, which frequent the themes of violence and morbidity, often in a highly offensive manner. Not only does Eminem risk getting canceled, which he shows complete disregard for, but metaphorically also risks being attacked by his own alter ego. In fact, the album title "The Death of Slim Shady" pushes the concept of Eminem versus Shady having a fatal feud. Much earlier, in his 2004 track "Us Like That," Eminem made the same judgment when he said, "Nobody is safe from me. No, not even me." Next part, I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things or two to anger you. Uh, so I hop on tracks like a kangaroo. Kangaroos are known for jumping, of course. Just like them, Eminem claims that he will jump on tracks. This might be a tongue-in-cheek reference as to how he made so many songs in 2020 with both music to be murdered uh, by and side B, releasing a whopping total of 32 songs during the year. Wow. Um, and say a few things to and say a few things or two to anger you, but fuck that. If I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Eminem has previously said in many of his earlier songs that he says things that are out of line just for shock value and to upset people, such as in the chorus of his song Gets You Mad, quote unquote. So if I hurt your self esteem and you get dissed too bad, yo, why you diss me? You know, I just be saying that to get you mad. And when I rap about a bunch of shit that you wished you had, a big dick, I just be saying that to get you mad. I can't listen to that song. That's just too sad. I just be saying that to get you mad. He'll never make it. His wrist is slit too bad. Nurse, nurse, I be saying that to get you mad. Cancel me. What? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit. So cancel me. What? Okay, that's it. Eminem has had a long history with cancel culture before it was even named that. As always, he laughs in the face of it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit. Snake ass prick. You male cross dresser. Fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that. Watch, but you can all suck my dick. In fact. So go ahead, Paul, and quit. Snake ass prick. Paul Rosenberg, Eminem's longtime manager, stepped away in 2017 to run Def Jam Recordings after a tumultuous tenure as CEO. Um, After a tumultuous tenure as CEO in early 2020, Paul stepped down as CEO and returned to managing Eminem. That's hilarious. You male cross-dresser, fake ass bitch. Um, just the shitting on Paul Rosenberg. It's just hilarious. Obviously, like he doesn't mean it seriously, but that's just hilarious that he's still. Um, so male cross-dressers are men who dress contrary to the prevailing standards for a person of their gender in their own society, or more simply, in a traditionally feminine manner. Eminem is saying that his manager, Paul Rosenberg, is a fake ass bitch if he quits, similar to how some consider male cross dressers to be playing as fake women. Eminem has been known to dress as women in many of his music videos, such as Lose It, Just Lose It, My Band, Godzilla, etc. And again, he's just being a troll. Anyways, and I'll probably get shit for that. Watch, but you can all suck my dick. In fact, again, because he's trolling. But you know, my interpretation is it's kind of obvious he's trolling, but like people are still gonna take it seriously and get all mad. And he's saying, but he goes, watch them get mad, but you can all suck my dick. In fact, so he's saying right in the face of that he doesn't care. So anyways, the annotation says on the line, and I'll probably get shit for that. It says refereeing to Paul, referring, I don't know why it says refereeing, but it means referring to Paul as a fake ass bitch can be interpreted as insulting the transgender community. This is a callback to his 2002 single Without Me. Ironically, getting shit from the reference today could be considered more controversial today than in 2002, since saying fake ass bitch has a new context than that did not exist mainstream 22 years ago. In classic Eminem form, he stokes controversial flames referencing transgender individuals. RuPaul. That has -14 on it. I was like, it didn't say anything about RuPaul. It also says this annotation is unreviewed. So I'm gonna go with my interpretation of these two lines. Obviously being about, you know, like there's entendres on the lines you male crossdresser fake ass bitch. You know, it could be like crossdresser, like you switched sides, but not as a jab to. I guess it could be considered a jab to the um crossdressers or the transgender community, but it's also I think more on the nose where it's like Paul Rosenberg switched teams, like he worked for Eminem and then he went and worked for Def Jam Recordings, right? And then he goes fake ass bitch. I'll probably get shit for that. I think the fake ass bitch part is like him just like giving a buddy shit. Like they're obviously buddies if he let him come back and work for him, and if he's been working for him for like 20 some odd years or however long it's been, like a long time, right? So and I'll probably get shit for that, but you can all suck my dick. In fact, so the next bit, let's let it play.
Fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. Fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. Take a scoop off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two balls. Biggest root balls. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like.
Okay, then we're gonna go into the chorus and the ending, but there's a reference to RuPaul. It just was on a line that didn't. Didn't. It was a bit of a reach on the previous line, so we'll get to that part. So, this end of the this end section of the third verse starts out, "Fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you, fuck my own kids. They're brats. Fuck them." That line and that part in the video is hilarious because his kids are on like a little cell phone, and like the two younger ones are like, and the older one's like, "What the You know what I mean? It's just funny how expressive she is in saying, and I think his daughter's name's Haley, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. But it's so how expressive she is in just saying like WTF. It's so funny. So, so the whole fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you. World famous producer Dr. Dre and Interscope Records co-founder Jimmy Iovine were instrumental in the rise of Eminem's career, having discovered him in 1997 upon hearing the Slim Shady EP. This line is reminiscent of B. Rabbit's rap battle against Papa Doc in the 2002 film 8 Mile. Fuck a Papa Doc, fuck a clock, fuck a trailer, fuck everybody, fuck y'all if you doubt me. But as is expected from his persona, when it comes to Slim Shady, a fuck you is as good as a thank you. So fuck my own kids, they're brats, fuck them. This part is hilarious. Eminem has 3 children, 1 biological, Haley Jade Mathers, and 2 adopted. I actually literally did not know that. Elena Marie Mathers and Stevie Lane Mathers. Elena and Stevie were both legally adopted by Marshall in the 2000s. They cameo for the song's visuals to coincide with this lyric. I had no idea that he had adopted kids. I literally had no idea. Awesome. I don't know. I want to know what the story is behind that. Maybe we'll go into that sometime. They can screw off. They can screw off them and you all. You two, Paul, got 2 big balls, biggest root balls. Okay. They can screw off them and you all. He's saying his own kids should screw off, move out the house and leave. Renting a U-Haul, you all, is common when you move out. He's also saying all the rappers or the music industry can fuck off. You too, Paul Rosenberg, got 2 balls, biggest root balls. That's okay. Eminem employs a reference to his manager, Paul Rosenberg, whose voice is heard in several skits by Eminem, most recently on his 2018 album Kamikaze. He also calls out RuPaul, debatably the most iconic drag queen of all time, best known for his ongoing drama series, RuPaul's Drag Race. M compares Paul and RuPaul's genitals in his third cross-dressing reference. Third cross-dressing reference in this song. It's just a funny line. I just think it's a funny line. I'm sorry. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw because you're never gonna see me. So during the promotion of Houdini, Eminem was purposefully saying that things could be construed as him suggesting his retirement is imminent. First, with this video of a text message reading, quote unquote, and for my last trick. Secondly, with this announcement, and there's links to this all, with this announcement of Houdini, where Marshall said that he wants his career to, quote unquote, disappear. These things made some fans think that the death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace could be Marshall's last album, but now Shady is once again saying that retirement is not his plan and these suggestions are false. And then last little bit of this verse, caught sleeping and see the kidnapping, never did happen, like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini, I vanished in the thin air as I'm leaving. Sherry Papini is a Californian stay-at-home mom who faked her own kidnapping in 2016, disappearing for 3 weeks before reappearing with an elaborate tale of being held captive by 2 women. After a lengthy investigation discovered she lied and was actually voluntarily staying with a former boyfriend, she was arrested on charges of making false statements to federal law enforcement officers and mail fraud in March 2022. She pled guilty in 2023 and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Mentioning Papini continues a motif that M has had throughout his career, especially in Slim Shady verses referencing salacious and lurid tablet stories. Harry Houdini, the legendary illusionist and stunt performer, once made an elephant vanish and was known for the many seemingly impossible escapes he performed over his career. M invokes these figures known for faked disappearances to build on his wordplay. He won't be caught sleeping because, quote unquote, the kid, him, napping never happens. Even if he's taking a break between releases, he would never fall off. And then into the last chorus. Now, in the music video, there is I forget what his name is, the comedian that just seems to date everybody. I can't remember what his name is. I don't think he's that funny, but it doesn't matter. That's completely besides the point. We go into the last chorus, and
trust me, I'm a great driver. Don't worry, I just got my license
like,
back.
You know who it is, just from his voice, right? I'm from the last trick.
I'm about to reach in my bag.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So that is the entire song. I honestly, there are so many fun entendres in there. There's so much throwbacks back to just like Slim Shady coming back out and I can't wait to hear the rest of this album. I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be some shock value for sure that some of us are expecting, and some of you other people are not going to be ready for. So we'll see what happens when this album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, comes out. Houdini being the first debut track off the album. What an awesome, fun song. Honestly, go watch the music video if you haven't seen it. Go watch my reaction to the song if you haven't seen it. Please leave your thoughts and comments down in the comments below. Especially if you've gone through the Genius lyrics yourself and got the full story, because it might be confusing following me along with it, but hopefully not. So, as always, if you're liking reactions like this and you like this video and you want more, please, as always, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.